page because I'll be taking you on introduction on surds. Now let's know the meaning of surd first. Now first, there's two numbers that exist. We have rational numbers and irrational numbers in surd. Now what are rational numbers? Rational numbers are numbers that can be expressed as ratios. Rational numbers are numbers that can be expressed as what? As ratios. Now what are irrational numbers? Irrational numbers are numbers that cannot be expressed as ratios. And it is called surd. Those numbers that cannot be expressed as ratios are called surds. For example, if I say, let me say 22/7, which is equal to 3.142, and so on. These are called irrational numbers. Also, we have the square root of 2, which is about 1 point something. So these are called irrational what? Numbers. Now we have some rules of surd, right? Now remember, let me write rules to consider. Now rule number 1 is, if you have the square root of m multiplied by n, this is equal to the square root of m times the square root of n. Right? So we have number 2. If you have the square root of m divided by the square root of n, this is equal to the square root, you cover it, divide m over n. Rule number 3, if you have, take note on this, if you have the square root of m minus n, this is not equal to the square root of m minus the square root of n. Please take note on this. If you have number 4, the square root of m plus n, this is not equal to the square root of m plus the square root of n. These are the rules to consider. Now also, rule number 5, the square root of m multiplied by the square root of m will give you what? M. Because if you multiply these together, the square root of m times the square root of m, right? If you multiply this together, you are going to have what? The square root of m squared. So this square will cancel out this square, you are going to left with m. So that is the rule that apply, that the square root of this multiplied by the square root of this is equal to m. So in my next video, I'm going to take you some examples on surd, and you will like it. I'm going to take it one after the other. So I urge you to stay alert, stay connected, introduce this